I'd like to bring on Managing Director of Bright Green Partners, Gerrit Suhlmann. Thanks for being with me today. I'm wondering what you're seeing these large organizations, larger companies are finding the hurdle to entry is in the marketplace for plant-based.
If we start with, let's say, meat or dairy companies, the conventional ones, it is hard to change a business you've done for many decades of years and to transform an organization into another way. Yeah. So, and of course, it's associated with a lot of risks because it was a stable market for a long time. It all went well, and it was constantly growing a bit. And why walking away from such a business? This will be a tough decision for a lot of business owners in food. There are a lot of innovations, yes, but it's not. It hasn't seen such a big transformation as we are about to see in the next years. So this is something I would compare more to renewable energy and conventional energy, where the conventional energy was also stable, still is a big market, no doubt, but now renewable taking more and more over, and similar here. So most companies, the big hurdles are that this long-term vision is missing. So because they are used to think the food market works, and it's growing a bit, and every year we do it a bit better. Like we improve some efficiency, we improve this and that, but we don't need to disrupt or change something fundamentally. So this long-term vision is missing, and then the next step is for companies which are active in the traditional animal-based products, or in general for large companies, also medium-sized, it's super difficult to cannibalize themselves. So what the tech companies like Bill Gates or Apple or Google or whatever always preaches, like trying to cannibalize yourself, and you should be your worst enemy in the company, so that you always constantly improve and innovate and get better, because otherwise the competitor will do this, and this is what a lot of large companies are not that good at. However, once they decided to cannibalize their business, to change this vision, and to enter a new business field, they can be really strong, and they are really good at making processes efficient and reducing costs, and having this global reach, where sometimes startups struggle to get from a certain size to a large scale. And this is then the big step where a lot of companies find it quite difficult to change, because for several reasons. But I think this is the other hurdle. And the third one is then to really being able to execute such a bold move on a global scale, right? So we saw one or two examples. One example is I think it's a good one in Germany, Rügenwalder Mühle. I'm not sure whether you have heard of it. It's a medium-sized company in Germany. I think it's a good example because they have a history of 86 years as a meat company, and since 2014 they put plant-based products on the market, and now 2021, so 7 years later, they made already more than half of their revenue is plant-based. So they have a 180 years company history, and within 7 years they transformed more than half of their revenue to plant-based products. And I think this is quite impressive if you look at this comparison. Another example is a Polish company. They produce only yogurt and on a conventional level, and now they transformed completely within 5 years to plant-based products, like the complete portfolio. They don't produce any animal-based yogurt anymore. It's a family-owned business, both Rügenwalder and the Polish company is family-owned, and they made this bold, clear decision as a family to go in this direction. And then it's easier because they were directly saying, we want to go in this direction, and we also take into account that we cannibalize our own business, our traditional business. And I think this is an important step. And a lot of large companies don't take this step, and then because of internal politics, you struggle to achieve your goal, because then you're not allowed to label it properly. You're not allowed to use certain words. You're not allowed to do this. And if you have a business unit, a big business unit like the animal one, which doesn't allow the small business unit to grow, then it will be super hard to grow this business unit in the organization. Yeah.